Welcome to Cellular Mobile Communication. Unit 2. Unit 2 is cell coverage for signal and traffic. Cell coverage for signal and traffic. That is how the signal is connected and how the signal is coverage the area and what are the obstacles present, what are the terrain contours, what are the structures, based on the structure, how the signal is covered. We'll discuss in unit 2. Here in the unit 2, first topic is general introduction to cell coverage for signal and traffic. Obtaining the mobile point-to-point model, that is Lee model. That is the name of the researcher is Lee. And propagation over water or flat open area. How the signal is propagated through water or flat open area, and foliage losses, and propagation in near distance, and propagation is long distance, and calculation of path loss from point-to-point model, and the characteristics, and cell site antenna heights and signal coverage cells. Cell site antenna height and their signal coverage in a cell, and mobile to mobile propagation. Mobile to mobile propagation. These are the topics we are discussed in unit 2. General introduction to cell coverage for signal and traffic. Is it possible to cover signal for throughout coverage area? In practical, it is not possible. Why? Here the geographical area is not a flat. The geographical area contains either human-made structures or natural terrains. Here, what is the human-made structures? That is the building type, the building area, open area, suburban area, and urban area. That is, open area is nothing but like rural areas, and suburban area nothing but outskirts of your cities, and urban areas, and their buildings and structures is nothing but human-made structures, and natural terrains. Naturally, that is hill and flat terrain over water and foliage losses. The foliage loss nothing but due to trees. The structures are available. Based upon these structures, 100% is not possible to cover the signal. Right. Suppose you are taking only flat terrain now for this example. That is, the ground is flat. The ground is flat. Here, the height of the base station is h1. Just you have to assume that small h1 is nothing but height of the base station. h2 is nothing but height of the mobile station. Theta is incident angle, and phi is nothing but elevation angle, and phi dash is nothing but angle from the ground to mobile unit. From the ground unit. And the distance between this base station to mobile station is d, small d. This is a representation. See, nothing but we have to consider three waves here. The first wave is direct path from base station to mobile station. Another path is from base station to ground first and reflect and finally reach to the mobile station. From this picture, we have to calculate what is the incident angle, what is the elevation angle to discuss. Right. Theta is the angle of wave arrival from incident point. Phi is the elevation angle. Right. Suppose take one example now. The mobile problem. In a mobile radio environment, the average cell site antenna height. In a mobile radio environment, the average cell site antenna height is about 50 meters. That is h1, they are given 50 meters. On mobile antenna height is 3 meters. That is h2 is 3 meters. And path length is 5 kilometers. That is the distance is 5 kilometers. The distance between base station to mobile station is 5 kilometers. Then calculate incident angle. Then calculate elevation angle at the antenna of the mobile unit, and calculate elevation angle at the location of the mobile unit. That is theta, phi dash calculation. How to calculate theta? How to calculate theta? Theta is the incident angle. How to calculate? We know h1, we know h2, and d value. Then tan theta, which is equal to how much? h1 plus h2 by d. Otherwise, theta equal to tan inverse of h1 plus h2 by d. Then substitute theta equal to we are getting 0.61 degree. 0.61 degree. Similarly, calculate the elevation angle at antenna of a mobile unit. At the antenna of a mobile, that is the top of the antenna of a mobile. That is tan phi, which is equal to tan phi, which is equal to. We have to remove the height of the mobile station. That's why h1 minus h2. See based on the figure. Be careful. Watch this figure. Tan phi, which is equal to h1 minus h2 by d. That is substitute h1 value, h2 value, and d value. Finally, we are getting phi equal to 0.54 degree. Next, the elevation angle at the location of mobile unit. The elevation angle at the location of mobile unit phi dash, which is equal to phi dash, which is equal to tan inverse of h1 by d only. That is, see this figure. We have to draw only the curve. Here in this curve, we have to calculate phi dash from the ground to mobile unit, not for top. That's why we neglect h2 value. Then phi dash, which is equal to tan inverse of 50 meters by 5 kilometers. We are getting 0.57 degree. This is a method to calculate incident angle, elevation angles. When it is the terrain is flat. Now, taking case 2, that is hilly terrain. Hilly terrain. Nothing but see this one. This is a hill. This is a hill whose height of the hill is capital H. Whose height of the hill is capital H. Now, H1 is nothing but height of the base station. H2 is height of the mobile station. D is the distance between transmitting and receiving antenna. And you know theta and phi dash. Now here another parameter is D dash is there. D dash is nothing but the distance between transmitter to receiving antenna with respect to their hill. With respect to their hill. Next, what is the alpha here parameter? Slope of the hill. Slope of the hill. From this, all these parameters we have to calculate. See this one. They are given a problem. They are given h1 value 50 meters, h2 equal to 3 meters, and d equal to 5 kilometers, and h equal to 100 meters. First, you have to calculate what is the slope of a hill. It is simple calculation. Slope of a hill alpha value. See this one. It is just like the figure shows triangle. They are given capital H value. They are given d value, d dash value. Then alpha value you have to calculate. What is the formula of tan alpha from this figure? Tan alpha, which is equal to capital H by d dash. That is tan inverse of 100 meters by 5 kilometers. We are getting the slope of a hill is 1.14576 degree. 1.14576 degree. Similarly, incident angle tan inverse of h1 plus h2 by d. What is the d1 calculation exact? They are given approximately 5 kilometers, but we have to calculate d1 exactly. That is d1 which is equal to capital H1 divided by tan theta. Then we are getting 4.717 kilometer. Using accurate method to calculate slope of a hill, alpha which is equal to tan inverse of 100 meters divided by root of 5 kilometers square minus 100 meters square. That is, before we have the approximate method, that is both d and d dash which should be equal. Now we are using accurate method. An accurate method, finally we are getting the slope of a hill is 1.14599 degree. This is about flat and hilly terrain figures. What are the parameters? H1 is the height of the base station antenna. H2 is the height of the mobile station antenna. Capital H is height of the hill. Alpha is the slope of a hill. D is the distance between transmit and receiving antenna. Right? D dash, D1. Right? These are some of the parameters calculation. Do you have any query about this basic introduction? Please type your query in the chat box. Thank you very much. Attend this first session of Unit 2.